Hello students, today we will discuss arrays in C language. Data types in C language are basically divided into three categories: derived types, primary or fundamental types, and user-defined types. In derived types, there are basically three types: arrays, functions, and pointers. Fundamental types which we have discussed mainly are integral types, float types, and character types. In user-defined types, we have structures, unions, and enum. We will discuss derived types and user-defined types one by one in details. So now we are discussing arrays first. Now what is an array? An array can be defined as a data structure which can store a fixed size, sequential collection of elements of the same type. An array is used to store a collection of data, but it is often more useful to think of an array as a collection of variables of the same type. We can say an array can be used to represent a list of number or a list of names. Means all elements which we are storing in an array should be of the same data type. Either they are of integer type, float type, or the character type. Instead of declaring individual variables such as number 0, number 1, or number 99, we can declare one array variable such as number and use number 0, number 1 and number 99 to represent individual variables. A specific element in an array is accessed by an index which we have to provide within the square bracket. So the number that is enclosed within the square bracket is known as the index. All arrays consist of contiguous memory locations. The lowest address corresponds to the first element and the highest address to the last element. Like we can see here, numbers 0, numbers 1, numbers 2, numbers 3, and so on. Number is the name of an array. This is the first element of the array and this is the last element of the array. Array always start with the index 0 up to the last element. So you can see here that all array elements are basically stored in the contiguous memory location. Now comes how to declare arrays. To declare an array in C language, we have to specify the type of the elements and the number of the elements required by an array. It is in the form type, array name, in the square bracket, array size. This is called a single dimension array. C language also provides multi-dimensional array, which we will discuss later on. This array size must be an integer constant greater than 0 and the type can be any valid C data type. For example, to declare a 10 element array called balance of the type double, then we will declare it by writing double, that is the data type, then the name of the array, that is balance, and its size should be specified in the square bracket, that is 10, semicolon. Now balance is a variable array which is sufficient to hold up to 10 double numbers. After declaring this statement, 10 contiguous memory locations are reserved for the balance variable in the memory, which is of double type. So this is how we declare an array in the C program. Now how to initialize the arrays? We can initialize the array using the given form. Double, that is the data type of the array. Balance is the name of the array. Its size, that is 5, should be written in the square bracket, equal to curly braces, then the values that is stored in the memory location. So the values that are assigned to the memory location or the balance variable, that should be specified within the curly braces like this. The number of values between the braces cannot be larger than the number of elements that we have declared for the array between the square bracket. Means if the size of the array is 5, then we can specify here only 5 values. We can assign the value to a single element of an array using the form balance, that is the name of an array, 4 is equal to 50.0. Here we are assigning the 50 value to the 5th element of the array balance. So in this way we can assign values to the specific or the single element of the array also. All arrays have 0 as the index of their first element, which is also called the base index. Here the base index of an array always be 0, and the last index of an array will be the total size of the array minus 1. What it means, like if the size of an array is 5, then the last element of the array will be 5 minus 1, that is 4. We can see here balance is the name of an array, 0 is the base index. Always an array starts with the base index 0. The first element is 1000.0. In the second element with the index 1, it is 2.0. With the index 2, the third element is 3.4. Third index, that means the fourth element, is having the value 7.0, and the last element with the index 4, the value is 50.0. So this is how an array is initialized. Next we will discuss how we can access the array elements. An element is accessed by indexing the array name. This is done by placing the index of an element within square brackets after the name of the array. For example, double salary is equal to balance with the index 9 in the square bracket, semicolon. In this statement, the value of the 10th element of the array balance is assigned to the variable salary, which is of double type. So here basically we are assessing the 10th element of the array balance. Now let's take an example to show that how to declare, assign and assessing the array elements. First include the header files, start the main program, declare one array with the name n and its size is 10. Take more two variables of integer type I and j. Now for assigning the value to the array elements, we have to use the for loop. Initialize the I variable, I is equal to 0. The condition is I less than 10 because the size of the array is 10, I plus plus. In this for loop, we are writing that n of I is the index of the array, is equal to I plus 100. Close the for loop, and for printing the array elements, again use the for loop. with the variable j is equal to 0. Condition is j is less than 10, j plus plus. Start the for loop, write the printf statement that the element %d is equal to %d j and n of j. Close the for loop and then close the main function. In this program, the main executable statement is this, in which we first assign the value 0 to I, then here the n of 0 will become 100 because the value of I is 0. Then in the for loop, this condition will be checked. If this condition is true, then I will be incremented here and I will become 1. Then this statement again executed, then here the n of 1 will be equal to, here I is 1 plus 100, so that is equal to 101. Then again the condition will be matched. If this condition is true, then again the I will be incremented and now the value of I will be 2. In this way, this for loop continues until this condition will become false. And in the next for loop, we are printing the values of the array elements. Now let's run this program on the Turbo C software. Compile this program first. There is no error and no warning. Then run this program. Here you can see the output that all elements of the array will be printed like this. The size of the array is 10, so the 10 elements will be printed from element 0 to element 9 and their values are from 100 to 109. So in this way, we can declare, initialize and access the array elements in a C program. Thank you.